Hello, hello. So, this has been a day where I've been fairly quiet, but I've thought to myself, I'm certain people would really like to see what else I got before too much longer goes by. What else I got at the half price sale at Drastic? It's still going, but I have to stay away. I may try to finagle one last trip down there. I really am thankful that had it. Thank you, folks who said you should never feel guilty about buying records. And I agree with you. However, you know how life is. I'm a junkie, and so I've been through times where have overspent, and been in trouble, with my bills and stuff because of buying records. So that's part of where that comes from. So a couple more things, single wise, that I got. Oh, and before I forget, I have received, Walter, if you happen to watch this, I received your CDs, and I'm just getting into them. Walter Whitney, who I'm on one of his latest, but he sent me his actual latest, the Deep Space Drifters. I haven't played this yet, but I've gotten into some of this now. Carl Weingarten. I will say that much, that I knew the name Carl Weingarten from Hearts of Space, hearing his music on there along with him and Forrest Fang. So that's coming up. But even though I have an original yellow, or the first run of Satisfaction is super rare, but I have one of the yellow vinyl Satisfactions that I've had it for decades. But this was down there, and it's a limited reissue of Satisfaction with oh wow, I am kind of a bit of fumble sometimes. Bit of fumble fingers. But this is nice. I don't know how many there are, but it's kind of old style, really, in a way. The way the label looks similar to the old font that the Residents use. And you haven't heard this version of Satisfaction, the cover of the Stones by the Residents. This is legendary. I mean, this is really kind of like the manifesto of what the Residents were about. This particular single, if anything, Residents. I got another Zappa, and I think this one was left because one side of it is the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra, which I think probably some people thought isn't all that cool, but it's the theme to 200 Motels, which is the overture to 200 Motels, which is very cool, and on purple vinyl. And the B-side is Where's the Band From? What's the name of your group, brother? Isn't that funny how the brain is, translate stuff? Okay, I showed some stuff, so I'll try not to show what I showed already. But I'm not sure about some things, like medicine, America's My Bloody Valentine, and some. This one is called Home Everywhere, on Captured Tracks. This came out in 2014 after they got back together. This is real. I love medicine myself. I mean, this is really good. I mean, Brad Lehner, who is a friend of mine online, I was talking to him about this, or whether I left him a message and he responded. I hear Beatles all through this, as well as the texturing of sound and the beats and Beth's voice. I love the band Medicine, Home Everywhere. This is some real solid listening. Do you not? Medicine. Let me keep going here, and I'll package them back up. I missed this the first time around. It's like, how did I miss this the first time around? Weather Report live in Tokyo. Now this originally came out, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Japanese import only, and this is a recent 2016 first time in America. And there was no sticker on the outside, so when I pulled the record out to play, this was a really, really cool surprise. Red vinyl Weather Report, wow. I mean, it's not even the sort of band I would think about playing on colored vinyl. If you know the Weather Report album, their second one, I Sing the Body Electric, there is a live from Japan cut on there. It's from this concert. This is the whole concert, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't listened to it all the way through. But wow. Here's another one that I have almost everything on here, but this, oh, I don't think I showed it. Cluster Collections number 6. Compiled by John McIntyre of the band Tortoise. And well, it's so beautiful. And I love the selection from the Cluster album. It's from several of the albums. So hearing it as a program, playing it as opposed to hearing the records in their original lineup is cool. But this is nice. Now, there was a sticker that said you can color the cover, but of course I'm not going to do that. Cluster. Robert Wyatt. Sleep. I had been needing this. I don't have this on CD. Robert Wyatt is just one of the most amazing for me. And I've played half of this. I've heard it before, but it's not one I'm real familiar with. But Robert Wyatt, the way he goes about making music is... that's why Carla Dereck and those folks were all, and Dave Newhouse. There's this, I don't want to use the word aesthetic again, but there's this thing about the music where it really is not at all about entertainment. It's really about this organic connection to the doing, the choosing of the material, the way it's done, the people that you choose to play with. It's very real. Robert Wyatt music is the best. It's the best. Showed you that. Was really happy to get this, and I really like this. It is more commercial than anything he's ever done before. But I couldn't afford it when it came out, so to get it half price, thank goodness. Steven Wilson to the bone. And I really like Steven Wilson myself. I just can relate to how I feel honestly, I feel a parallel to how I have continued to learn my way in making music. I see a similarity to him, where he's very self-taught and continues to learn as he goes. But his imagination and what he's going for, and he tries to satisfy himself, and that comes through. And that's definitely a big part of why I pursue making music. To the bone. Pretty cool. Cabaret Voltaire. Even though this is the old stuff and it sounds dated, I started with Cabaret Voltaire. I have their very first record. Ordered it, mail order, when I heard about it. So there's a nostalgia to playing this at times. You can't listen to too much of it at one time, but Cabaret Voltaire definitely have paved the way for a lot of electronic music and sampling. The Covenant, the Sword, and the Arm of the Lord. This is a remaster version. Okay. I showed you those. Okay. Did I show this? Yes, I did. Did I? The Cats and Dogs? Catherine Wheel, because I have the 10-inch original, but the second time I went down when I saw this, and it's on purple vinyl. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. I'm not going to go that long. I know you guys like the long videos. They frustrate me with how long they take. I got another Robert Wyatt, though. And this is cool. 1974 concert. And look at who he's got in the band. This is real cool. I'm certain I've heard this before. But to finally get this for the collection, Drury Lane, Theatre Royal Drury Lane, Robert Wyatt and Friends. Okay, so wire. I think again, I'm forgetting because I did 2 trips. Nocturnal Koreans. I'd been needing that, but I went back and thankfully they were still there. This one, Wire, what year is this? 2015. I love Wire, and they've carved a niche of their own. Colin Newman, Bruce Gilbert, they're kind of like a warring old couple. And they butt heads at times, and you can see where sometimes it's like, I can tell that Colin Newman really didn't like this Bruce Gilbert idea, but Gilbert got it on the record. It's interesting how that goes. I may be wrong. So I picked this up, and Silver Lead. Still need to really find out what this is about, but I love the band Wire. Wire. Been getting into the Sleepy Time Gorilla music. Museum. I know I showed these. This band is something else, and it turns out Ron Anderson from Pack, and he has his own BC channel. He's worked with these people, knows them. Other people I know on the BC know them, and it turns out that Mo Stiano, who's on 2 of the 3 albums of theirs, he's already a friend of mine. Now, I don't remember really talking to him, but I tagged him on a picture of this since realizing, oh, that's why that name is so familiar. We're friends. So I haven't heard from him yet. Okay, the first time through, I don't know if I showed this, but the first time through, I had to grab this. To me, this is kind of a classic of techno. Is that the right track? Left field, leftism, and this is a triple album. I believe 2007. I've had this CD for a long time, and I really Melt in particular is one of my favorites off of here. Melt, you know that one. But this, wow, it's like 3 LPs, 3 albums. Got it for half price. Been wanting this for a long time. Been really wanting it for the collection. This is real good. Leftism. Okay. I don't think I showed this one from the first time through. I was real happy to see it, and I don't think I showed it. Brand new issue of this remaster, new cover, Wayne Shorter's Etc. on Blue Note. When this came out originally on Blue Note, 1980, it was when Blue Note had the new label, and they were, I guess you could say, experimenting, or they had changed their image from this, which was kind of a standard. So it didn't have a cover like this originally. So it's getting this treatment this time around. This is a really beautiful, fat package, and just check it out. You hear that? 180 gram vinyl. This is a wonderful date. It's not a smoking date, and I like to make that distinction because some jazz is fiery, and Wayne Shorter has never by definition been a fiery player, but he knows how to go there in his own way. What I like about Wayne Shorter is, as much as you want the music to just come through you, the word that comes to mind to describe his playing is thoughtful. He's a thoughtful player. Nuanced. Wonderful player. To Julia Holter. I was needing this. This is a reissue of Massive Attack's first album, Blue Lines. Massive Attack. What a band. I got to see them in 1998 when they came to America. I went up to Minneapolis. Great show. Great show. There is as much as this is cool, it's from the 90s, and there is a bit of a dating that's, happened. But that has to do with the way that rhythm, I was talking about this a while back in the video, how each generation has its own rhythm. And I would say now, I should say each has their own rhythms, because the rhythms change, and the slow kind of beat that is prevalent now, and hip hop, which is the dominant music seemingly to me, in youth culture. The beat that was happening on this at the time was cutting edge, but some of the tracks, some of the daydreaming, I like that, but some of Del Naja, some of his rapping, it's a little, why am I saying that? I'm just making commentary, and that's what comes to mind. Okay. Hey folks, thanks for ordering t-shirts. I'm out of large explorations. I'm sorry. Don't know that I'll be able to get any made for a while. The guy that makes them, we'll see. But I have plenty of sound waves, and I've got CDs for sale, and the only thing on vinyl I really have is nice. Okay. 17, 18 minutes, that isn't too bad. I'll talk to you.